We switched basins, by the way, behind us. No longer are we talking about the Atlantic. We are talking about the Pacific. And the Western Pacific is what's been real hot. We have Typhoon Bavi. It is setting its eye on Taiwan and China. Now, its eye has been going through this eyewall replacement cycle. When that happens, we talk a lot about it. That wind field expands. But speaking of the wind field, it's huge. It's already ranked in the top 3% of typhoons over the past 10 years. This has been a powerful storm, and as we know, it's affected the Mariana Islands, it affected Guam. The Joint Typhoon Warning Center, the JTWC, it's based in Hawaii, they just issued their latest advisory for Bavi. And you might notice by the presentation on it, it looks a little disheveled this morning. There's some drier air that's mixed in on the northern side of the circulation, but an indication of those clouds, those cloud tops. We're looking still at a very healthy core, and with the latest advisory, those winds are still at 115 miles an hour. Now, as it moves off to the west, it does similar things in the Western Pacific that we see in the Atlantic, especially with the main development region, with the primary winds driving this thing to the west. Already this season, we've had a couple of notable typhoons, not so much because of their landfalls, while Japan has had a few brushes with them. But what's happened in the water, those sea surface temperatures, some upwellings occurred. So the overall forecast for Bavi is for it to continue to weaken with some slightly cooler water that it'll be moving over the next 12 to 24 hours, but eventually making a landfall. Could have a second landfall in China, well south of Shanghai, but Shanghai is going to be on the northern side. So that's the messier side. We're going to see the effects in Shanghai. And as this moves in, Taiwan, too, going to have a very close call. This thing moves into China. The moisture is able to overspread, and we see it not technically, but sort of rain itself out as it moves north and out of the water. It's interesting because today's show, we've talked a lot about El Nino, and when we look at what the Western Pacific is doing and how it's behaving, we know that those waters can warm, those equatorial waters. But historically, the activity is boosted by warmer waters displaced further to the east. So we see more of an eastern displacement of those warmer waters, not western. And this is the Western Pacific. What that ultimately means is that storms that form, typhoons that form, they can have a longer track because waters which are more climatologically speaking cooler are actually warmer. And we end here with a span of the basin, right? The Pacific, the largest basin in the world. We've got not just Bavi to watch, south of Hawaii, 2 areas that we're paying attention to, and then one in the Eastern Pacific. I think it's important to note, Marissa, none of these look like they'll affect land, but this really smells like El Nino, doesn't it?